Hey guys, Marcus here at Shoot Film and Photography, and I am getting ready to do a hike, my first real hike in many years, and I'm in Tendalen in Sweden. Got my backpack ready. I'm gonna have a look at some lightweight photography gear for hiking. I'm gonna go through what I wanted to bring, but what I had to switch because of weight savings. So let's go. This is not going to be a review of all the gear I brought on this hike. Instead, I will focus mainly on the weight savings I made. So here is what I wanted to bring if weight had not been an issue. Camera body, Canon EOS R5 with 3 batteries. Great camera, had it for 5 years. Drone, DJI Mavic 3 Cine, which shoots up to 5.1K ProRes 422 HQ, which is just phenomenal to work with. And 3 batteries for the drone as well, and some accessories like ND filters and wide-angle filter. Regarding lenses, I would like to have a wide-angle zoom and a telephoto lens with good reach. So the RF-15-35 and the RF-100 to 500mm would have been nice. And also a tripod, and here we have the Ulanzi Zero carbon fiber travel tripod. All of this stuff weighs in at 7,276 grams, which is just not going to work. It is just too heavy. So I had to do some rethinking. For a camera body, I wanted something very lightweight that would still deliver good results, as in shooting RAW for photos and preferably 10-bit color for video. So I went with the Canon R50 V. And since this camera is an APS-C sensor camera, the RF-S lenses are a suitable choice. So I got the Sigma 10-18 f2.8 wide-angle zoom and the Canon RF-S 55-210mm telezoom. The aperture of that zoom lens is f5 to 7.1, which is not great, but I had to do some compromises here. And regarding a drone setup, I actually got lucky because I happened to discover a campaign for the DJI Mini 4 Pro Fly More combo, which saved me like 400 euros, so I got that one as well. And even though the Ulanzi Zero tripod is quite light, I still had to go lighter. So the tripod I brought was a Joe Big Gorilla Pod, and this model can handle a camera setup of up to 3 kilograms, about 6 pounds, which was more than enough. So this lighter gear setup weighs in at 2,263 grams. So all in all, I managed to save 5,013 grams, or about 5 kilograms, 10 pounds. And that was only on my camera gear. And I still managed to get some pretty decent quality of my photos and videos. This is what it looks like when I'm actually hiking. So I got lens there, camera and the lens there, and the tripod here. And everything is quick release. I'll show you more about that in a moment. Another thing I want to talk about is the F38 system with quick release. For example, the Ulanzi Zero tripod utilizes this system, and there are a bunch of accessories available, which makes it very, very versatile. And one especially cool feature is the quick release plate specifically made for backpack shoulder straps. I have an Osprey Atmos LT 65-liter backpack, which has very, very thick and padded shoulder straps. So what I had to do to be able to fit this quick release plate was to switch these little strings to the longer versions that are included in the box. Otherwise, it did not fit because the shoulder straps were just too thick. But this quick release plate for shoulder straps is so convenient when you're hiking and you want to be able to take photos and videos with very short notice. You might see a reindeer or some other animals, and then you can just push the release button, turn your camera on, and you're ready to shoot in seconds. And on my other shoulder strap, I had the Go Wing lens flipper with RF mount so that I could easily switch between the 2 lenses I brought on this hike. And the lens flipper was just connected to the shoulder strap with a carabiner. So this setup meant that I could easily switch lenses on the go. I did not need to take off my backpack. I did not need a table or anything like that. I could just stop and switch lenses back and forth whenever I felt like it. And if I needed to use a tripod for shooting videos or photos of myself, for example, I had the Joe Big Gorilla Pod ready just hanging from my hip belt. And of course, I had an F38 bottom plate on that tripod as well, so I could just click the camera in place and I was ready to shoot. So those were a few of my gear tips if you want to go lightweight on your hike. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the quality from this camera and these lenses, and the video material from the Mini Pro as well. Of course, there are some quality losses to be expected compared to my professional gear I usually shoot with, but when weight is a very important issue, as it is on a hike, this felt like a good compromise. And that's it for this video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, feel free to click those like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.